Welcome back to the Majeski Stadium. The heavens have just opened for this PlayStation Schools Cup Festival. Under 15 Girls Schools Cup final between Didcot Girls School and Woldgate College. I'd like to say John Scales is alongside me as I run you through the Didcot Girls School team. Number 1, Molly Ripley. 2, Mally Nugent. 3, Freely Parnell. 4, Anna Newell. 5, Rosie Taylor. 6, Molly Dyer. 8, I do beg your pardon, Holly Spingate. 9, Katie Miller. 10, Ali Patton. 11, Holly Porter. And 15, Natalie Hazel Macmillan. As the two teams are coming out onto the field. As Didcot Schools come across for the handshake. Rest of the Didcot team, Katie Miller, the captain, Ali Patton, 10, Holly Porter, 11, Natalie Hazel Macmillan. And for Woldgate College, Georgia Stanton, Alice Ellett, Olivia Cant, Alex Harvey, Ellie Fitzmaurice, Georgia Moan, Sophie Tinson, Natalie Hart, Jess Wills, Ellie Whiteock and Emma Nelson. And they're coached by Charlotte Fox-Nichols. Substitutions for you. Maisie Marriott, Bella Rowan, Sophie Walsh, Ellie Parkin, Sophia Hull, Ellie Patel.
Wow, some good support here.
Indeed, some good support as the deluge of rain. Pat Henderson's our referee this time. Kevin Gray and Gordon Wells. Kevin Gray is now on the line after refereeing in our last tie. And the officials had an excellent game in the last match, John, and hopefully they can do just the same here.
They officiated really, really well. Always difficult when you got incidents that flare up in a game and the adrenaline's pumping and those tackles are flying in, but I mean, overall, I thought he refereed it brilliantly, diffused the whole situation as much and as best as he possibly could. It was just nice to see the players at the end ultimately be led over by the losing captain, Brandon, and I think he received an award for that, which was nice acknowledgement.
Yes.
See, we, effectively got 2 men of the matches.
Yes, indeed.
And that was really nice to see that Brandon had taken his players over and said, look, leave it, we left it on the pitch, we're off the pitch now and we celebrate together. But really well officiated, hopefully the same again. But yeah, looking forward to the girls here.
Didcot Girls School in red, Woldgate College in blue. 14 minutes aside. Let's see how both sides get on here.
Well, I'm just looking at Didcot Girls School, and they've won the National English Schools FA Girls title for the past 2 years at under 13 and under 14 age group.
So they're seeking for the hat-trick.
5 players have been selected to represent Oxfordshire at county level, to play with Oxford at the Centre of Excellence, so it's really good pedigree. But look at Sophie Tinson. Watch out for her, because she's scored 20 goals en route to the final here.
The ball going in to the arms of Molly Ripley.
Should be in for a really good game here this afternoon.
Yes, you're absolutely right. In fact, Molly Dyer and Holly Springate are both on the Oxford United box.
Are they? Very good. I think you've probably got 2 of the best teams in the country, girls teams, playing here, so I'm sure 1 or 2 potential stars of the future.
And Sophie Tinson, as you rightly mentioned, she's also on the books of York City.
Oh.
So then, 2 minutes into the game, and we're off to the races here with Anna Newell. Newell, the cross, going into the box. It's a good save from Georgia Stanton.
Yeah, she came off the line well. Really clever little ball into the box. You see that so often in the game before. It's just where that ball's just dinked over the first defender into a dangerous area. Calls into question the keeper's decision-making, but also gives an opportunity for the strikers to run in and get a chance on goal.
And a really vocal crowd here as Anna Newell's into the box and shoots just wide.
Well, good opportunity again, using that pace to get past the last defender. We'll see it again. Just here, just feints one way and then goes past really well. Be disappointed she didn't hit the target. But encouraging signs for Didcot girls.
Nelson. Held off the ball by Hazel McMillan. Put forward by Alice Ella. This is Ella again. Good pace to start this Girls' Cup final for under-15s. Anna Newell chasing after this, and she's full of pace there. She's already beaten Ellie Fitzmaurice for pace on a number of occasions already in this first 4 minutes.
Yes.
Freely Parnell, I do beg your pardon.
She's just got to be, they've got to be careful at the back, haven't they? Woldgate College, that ball gets slipped through early on, and they've got the pace, and here we go again.
An opportunity and a decent effort that was from Molly Dyer on the books of Oxford United.
Watch this, rolls her defender really well and holds off the challenge brilliantly. And it was a goal, but what a save.
It was a save, yeah, good save from Georgia Stanton.
It really was a great save. I mean, it's at a decent height for her, but she's still got to be really alert to her right-hand side. Being called back for a foul.
Molly Dyer with the free kick. Takes it. Good save. Parnell's there. Keeps it in play. The linesman was not interested. He said the ball stayed in. It did look half out to me.
Yeah, it looked out to me, but she was alert, wasn't she?
She was very much alert, Freely Parnell.
That was a great strike. Oh, started the game incredibly brightly, haven't they, Didcot girls? Don't think the ball's been down in their half of the pitch for more than a minute or so. Here we go again. Oh, good skill.
Sophie Tinson. Good defending there from Rosie Taylor. They send it out into touch, and will be a throw-in.
I mean, the thing they're doing wrong at the back, Woldgate College, is they're really leaving them 2-on-2. And the two fullbacks have got to get round at the right time and cover and give a little bit of support. Well, here we go again.
And they're off and running once more. Molly Dyer. Dyer, just wide.
Well, the warning signs have been there, and they're not really learning the lesson. Not really too harsh, but she does well here because she checks back on a better foot, on her right foot, what she wants to do. Just hits it wide. They're just struggling at the moment to contain them. I think it's Ellie Fitzmaurice and Georgia Moan. They've really got to be drawing in Olivia Kant here at left back, and Alice Ella
Rosie Taylor with a throw. Just manoeuvre around a cameraman. Parnell. Just trickles into touch once more for Rosie Taylor to have another go. Good throw from Taylor. Touch left Natalie Hazel-McMillan down there. Olivia can't. Nice Muller 1-2 off the referee. Alice Ella.
Smart move, good vision to see little 1-2 with the referee.
As Georgia Moan finds touch. Olivier can't. And our photographer, who's sitting down pitch side, will be a little bit annoyed by that, because that's just knocked over his cup of coffee.
Oh, was that the same one that lost his lens behind the goal yesterday?
Yes,
he's probably not having much luck, is he?
Yeah, I think he's not having a good festival, is he?
No.
Georgia Moan concedes a throw in for Rosie Taylor to take. Taylor. Slow flick on. Sophie Tinson.
Well played.
Played that well.
Yeah. Thought she should have probably cut inside rather than coming out to that wing where there was 2 or 3 of them closing it down, but in the end, Sophie Tinson did well to get it down the line.
Fitzmaurice.
That's it. Get your heads up and move the ball about there. Just could have gone out wide.
Katie Millett. Ball slicing off the boots of Georgia Moan there. It's been a good start from both sides here, John.
It has been a good start. You can see the threat that Didcot girls school carry. Those front 2 very potent in attack. And as I said before, they've got to be careful at the back. They don't just go 2v2 on them all the time. But Woldgate College, big threat, and Sophie Tinson, who's got 20 goals so far in the competition, showing she's a threat. Alongside Jess Wills. So I think they'll both be pleased with the way in which the game started, but here again, you know, that exposure at the back, and can she get away?
Phoebe Parnell with a little bit of room. Pass was a little bit loose there towards Katie Millett. Intercepted by Alex Harvey. Sophie Tinson. Tinson back to Alice Ella. Ella hits it forward. Holly Spingate intercepted it. Goes to ground. Referee doesn't even have a look at that one. Emma Nelson now. Nelson, Wycock, Tinson, shoots. Just wide. May have got fingertips there from Molly Ripley.
Yeah, Sophie Tinson with a good strike on goal. Fierce tackles in the middle of midfield. Ball getting released exactly at the right time to Sophie Tinson. Who just pulls on that left-hand side, and here you'll see it. Here's the ball that's released just perfectly for her. Hits, strikes through it. Try and strike across the goal if she could. It's a good effort on target, though, all the same.
Referee gets in the way once more. Wants to really be in the thick of the action. Georgia Moan. Alice Ella. This is Natalie Hart. Picked up by Anna Newell. Runs out of space. And into touch it goes.
Come on, Telly. Did she got the ball in her face, or
she may have done? I think just a little, or maybe just a little bit of early cramp.
Well, they want her to be okay.
Sophie Tinson's the player down currently.
Oh, look! I think he got hit with one of those big fingers, that fella there, didn't he? Everybody else was reacting to them being on the big screen here in the stadium, and he got a huge finger thumped on his head for his trouble. For his trouble, wasn't he? Now they get a chance down here while Sophie's just receiving some attention to have a chat with the coaches.
One team already taking a little bit of water on. It's a cool day here in Reading.
Well, just look above the stand there, and you can see the storm that we had just at the kickoff, just before kickoff. And another one over there passing. I've heard a number of stories of people sort of getting here and driving through absolutely awful conditions. Really down to 30 miles an hour on some parts of the motorways around here, but by and large, we've escaped most of the worst of it.
Well, the worst of it, until I go down to a pitch side interview in about an hour from now, and I'll get absolutely drenched for the third time today.
I feel for you.
Oh, just we talk about the weather, John. The sun starts bursting through the clouds.
Yeah, for how long? It is that sort of day, though, isn't it?
Anna Newell with a throw. Molly Dyer chasing hard.
We'll go back to keeper there.
Ali Fitzmaurice clears well. On into Holly Spingate, though. Spingate intercepted by Ellie Wycock. Wycock downfield. And off goes Natalie Hazel-McMillan. Taylor. Looping shot from number 7 Molly Dyer onto the roof of the net.
Yeah, I'd just like to see them work it a little bit better than those areas. I think they've got the ability between them, both these two sides, not to have to resort to shooting from outside the box on a sort of volley from that angle. I think a little link-up play, work the areas.
Just remembering, in fact, for the last time we had that deluge of rain about 20 minutes ago, just before myself and you, John, came on air, our ball boys I don't think we've had any lunch today so far, and they got a soaking for their trouble because they have to stay out in the rain as the guard of honour for the.
Yeah. Well, it's penance for yesterday, isn't it? There's somebody down there who's said, right, you pay the penalty for yesterday sneaking off for your big 3-course lunch.
And I don't think it was a 3-course lunch that they were after. I think they were enjoying themselves in the PlayStation Lounge. I think that's what it was. They're having a few games of FIFA, I think.
No wonder I couldn't get on it.
Yeah. In the meantime, this is one thing that the Majestic have been excellent hosts for, not just all the teams taking part here, but for us here in the press and all the fans as well. That in the foyer there's a little guest PlayStation lounge. There's loads of PlayStations hooked up, and kids from far and wide are playing on the football and the basketball and everything else. And in fact, the players' lounge, which I have to come through from the gantry here to get to the touchline, there's another one in there, and all the teams having post-match meals in there. They're cooking them some nice pasta, some lasagna, you know, for both sets of squads to eat after the game before they head back on their travels.
No, it's really good, and you know, huge. I know everybody's so grateful to Reading, but it's also to the English Schools FA, and I think so few people see how much work they do to get those little things right. Help some schools out maybe with travel, make sure they're fed well. PlayStation conscious that certainly some of the teams this morning were setting off at really the crack of dawn. So they've been looked after really well.
Patton.
Get there early and deal with it. That's what they always say. It's okay.
Well, they've had plenty of opportunities in this first half, both sides, but we're still goalless after 20 minutes. Yes, you're on telly, girls. Give us a wave.
It's embarrassment of your mum behind, isn't it, or something? Or
figure out what these people are hiding, because they're skiving, that's why, you know.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, they get back well, don't they?
Indeed, they do.
Back really well. Didcot Girls' School there. When the danger's there, the midfield come back and support and help out their the back line. Quite a resilient force to be reckoned with.
Holly Porter.
Oh.
Took a deflection there from Molly Dyer, so that should be...
That's offside.
Offside already was given, in fact, so it won't be a throw-in.
It won't be eventually when the referee...
well, in fact, the referee has given the throw-in, but...
still hasn't seen the
flag. Still hasn't seen the offside flag from the... even though both lines were waving at him. And a polite round of applause from the crowd as the referee realises that it was offside.
Polite and ironic, I think. There he is.
Gordon Wells, our assistant referee there.
Steadfast in his flag. Good flag bearing.
Indeed. Alice Allett. One thing that's impressed me, John, over the last few years especially, has been the development of women's football in the UK, especially now with the Women's Super League that's been starting in the last few weeks, and the game continues to grow and grow.
Yeah, it does. You know, you talk about the Women's Super League, and I think that's such a great inspiring league for the girls of this generation to be looking to and aspiring to. We saw it at the highest level of the World Cups and some of the great women footballers of the last 10 years, and now the Women's Super League has really come to the fore in this country. The opportunities are there for these youngsters to sort of pursue to get better and have a nice pathway to performing on the biggest stage. And generally speaking, yeah, girls football has just been on the rise phenomenally in participation, in quality.
So we do have a player down on the far side. On your near side as you watch.
Yeah, his peripheral vision isn't the best, is it, the referee? He's finally got it. He's a bit slow on the things that are going on behind him, should we say, behind the 180 degrees. 180 degrees in front is okay. Hopefully she's okay, just got a knock.
I'm just looking at, you have to remember that storm that we had about, what, half an hour ago. I'm just seeing it in the distance on our sky. That we can see in the distance is black. It is literally, it is as black as the referee's shirt. It is, I think, I'm not entirely sure which way that is. Is that towards Reading or Basingstoke? I can't figure out my bearings here.
Well, that's back west, isn't it? That's back where east.
That's
sorry,
east, so that's heading
London.
That's heading towards London.
Yeah.
So if you're in the London area right now,
get out of there.
yeah, you're going to have a right soaking in probably the next 30 minutes.
It needs to pan right.
Yeah, that's
you know, bad there, does it?
You can see me and John under the Reading FC sign there. Oh, okay. That's where the weather's coming from, in fact. So it's where we're looking right now. It looks bloody awful that way, got to be honest with you.
Crossbar challenge, there you go. Get down there.
Oh, you can have a go this time.
I've had a go, I've hit the crossbar.
Oh, but you didn't win though.
Not happy.
You have another goal for the kids.
I've still got tomorrow to come, yeah. I'm determined to get my hands on one.
Only 2 PlayStations been won, I believe.
Oh, are there?
Yeah, only been won so far on this crossbar challenge, and this will be what the 8th time we'll do it after the half time of this game. There have been plenty of players because they all have a practice one first, and then they have the real attempt to win. And I've seen so many hits
on the practice.
Doesn't count on the practice.
On the practice, yeah, you see that.
I've seen so many hits on the practice though.
That's just have 2 goes, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
Well, no, that's too much of a chance. Too much of a good chance. How devastated would you be if you hit it in the practice and then it comes to the real thing and you fluff it?
Yeah, that was what happened yesterday to a couple of people.
Was it?
Yes, indeed. I think it was easier in the morning, though, when we had the smaller goals and the smaller penalty area. There's a couple of people who did hit the crossbar then, but as I said, it was in practice, but when they come to the real thing, it didn't happen for them.
Oh, here we go. Good chance here to make something happen. So just past them.
Ball's going forward and right into the hands though of Georgia Stanton in the goal.
They're playing such a risky game though. They're playing so high up the pitch, leaving that space in behind. From Molly Dyer and Freely Parnell.
He just got there for Molly Ripley. That ball was travelling then like a slow golf putt up the hill then, just trying to make sure you've hit it enough just to get there.
We've got another injury. We've had a few. There'll be a bit of extra time at the end of this first half, I think.
Well, indeed, there has been. We've played 26 minutes right now, and I think we've got 1, 2, 3 girls down at the minute.
Oh yeah. It's a big old pitch here at the Majeski Stadium. She's taken a knock in the face, has she? Or
there's a lot of stretching going on, and there is a warm-up facility for all these teams. It's across the way.
The car park, isn't it?
Yes,
the backside there, yeah.
Yeah, just across the car park is the indoor Reading training centre. course, the Championship's now finished. Reading finished mid-table, so they're all on their holidays right now, I think.
Yep, there will be. No, but you were talking about the facilities here inside the stadium. Just as good over there on that warm-up area, and really got a good setup here, Reading Football Club. And they hosted us so well last year. I remember being here last year. We had great weather. It was just, I think, no wonder we're back here. It's a repeat of just, I think, what happened. Dives in, gets a real kick on the knee, and she's going to struggle with that one. Heavy challenge.
That's it. That one will hurt in the morning.
But yeah, it seems to have sort of found a sort of a home, the PlayStation Schools Cup here. 3 days of great football, and we've sort of hit the, well, I suppose we've hit the perfect halfway mark in 12 minutes.
Indeed, yes, we'll have been halfway done. There'll be still 7.5 matches to go.
Yep.
Poor little fella's by himself there.
Oh, you're on telly. Poke on the head. So, who's going to take the impetus here and grab hold of this game and stamp their mark on it?
Yeah, so who's going to...
It's difficult to call at the moment.
Try and grab him by the scruff of the neck.
I don't know what you'd say, I suppose, from Didcot girls' point of view, they're very much relying on those front two. Maybe if Katie Miller, the captain, breaking forward from midfield to join them. They sort of got that solid base to defend against.
And
another one down, nearly.
Look, yeah, another one down there, Katie Miller, with a challenge on Alex Harvey. Well, the crowd are enjoying themselves at least.
But they're set up very strong with a, you know, 4-4-2. A bank of 4 at the back and a bank of 4 in front. Didcot girls, but I think Woldgate College have got to move the ball in the midfield area a little bit more. Start to try and release Sophie Tinson in those dangerous areas up front.
Well, this is Tinson.
A chance.
Tinson got a little bit of space.
She knows it. She put her head in her hands. Glimmer of half a chance.
Indeed.
For Woldgate.
Still 0-0 after half an hour. There will be plenty of stoppage time in this first half, though. I do believe Andros Townsend will be here at Majeski shortly. Here to have some fun with the with some of the crowd, and also to do a couple of chats with the interviews. And while this is a great run here from Molly Dyer, Dyer's still going. And still going as well as Molly Dyer into the box now. Offside. With a cross, but offside.
I knew she was on the wrong side, on the shoulder. Free Parnell, was it?
I think it was.
What a great run in the first place. Full on 60 yards.
And the sun is absolutely gorgeous here now. It's turned to a nice afternoon, but until we have the next bout of showers that are due to come later.
Yep. Shove in the back.
Yeah, a little bit of a nudge in the back there. Missed by our referee, Pat Henderson.
Well, that's a great ball.
And that is a superb ball, as you said. Picked up by Ellie Fitzmaurice. Sliced off a boot for Alice Eller to chase.
I think it was Ellie Wycock top with that great ball through. Here she is on the ball again.
Wycock. Tinson. Looking for options, Tinson. Trying her utmost to find a little bit of space, or find a little bit of help, but she's going to use number 4, Alex Harvey. Comes to nothing, plenty of red shirts back there for Didcot. Freely Parnell. Parnell now on the run, on the move.
All the way.
She's going to go all the way. She's going to shoot now. She is going to shoot straight into the hands of Georgia Stanton.
Well, she had to go all the way, didn't she? Mainly because nobody was keeping up with her. Showed everybody a clean pair of heels, and maybe needs to take it one more stride on. Don't think she quite had the power, did she, when she got into that position? Maybe
No.
could have tried to slot it past the keeper if she'd taken it on another yard or two.
Seven minutes to go in this first half. We will have plenty of stoppage time because of the injuries that have been sustained so far. Tinson on the right-hand side. Marley Nugent just putting it out. And to be fair to say, John, that both sides have had their chances in this first half.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very even contest.
Even contest, and I think the surprise is that it's still 0-0. I think that sets it up really nicely for the second half. If it stays this way for the final 6 minutes of normal time, and however many minutes we may play on, it could be a good part of 10 more minutes of this first half, yeah?
Yes, indeed.
At least 10 minutes, so...
Holly Spingate coming back on the field. Rolling subs are in operation here. That's this PlayStation Schools Festival.
So plenty of opportunities still in this opening part of the game, but different challenges, I think, for both coaches to talk about at half-time.
I'll give you opportunity here. Offside for Jess Wills. Picked up by Ali Wycock. Oh, ball has been lost. Could be opportunity here. And it is at the end of that. Ali Wycock is the scorer. A mistake from Molly Ripley in the Didcot 6 has let in Ali Wycock. We're surprised a goal hasn't been scored so far in this match, but it's come from an unforced header from Molly Ripley in the goal. She's upset. But Woldgate have the lead. Ellie Wycock the scorer. Woldgate lead by a goal to 0.
Well, as you see a replay here, it's one of those awful moments that every keeper dreads. It's come through 99 times out of 100. She just collect the ball really comfortably. It's nice of her colleagues to be going over and giving her a pat on the back and trying to keep her focused and keep her confidence high. But Ellie Wycock, very smart and alert to get on the end of it, pounce on the mistake. Dreadful moment for the keeper, any keeper.
Spingate. Three and a half minutes or so left to play. This first half, Anna Neal with the throw. Parnell just dispossessed. Anna Neal. Molly Dyer. Referee getting in the way once more. As I said, he wants to be really part of the action today.
2 strikes we've had on the referee so far in this game.
Nearly a third there as well. The ball should run through from Georgia Stanton in the Woldgate goal. Rain coming down again. Ripley picks up. There's the trophy and the medals, and as you can see on the front of the camera, you can see the rain beginning to come a little bit heavier now. Been forecast all day today here in Reading, sunshine and showers. Hazel McMillan. Emma Nelson. Jess Wills. Olivia Cant. Rosie Taylor with the header. Put into touch by Holly Spingett. Olivia Cant again as Woldgate College look to double their lead as we approach the end of this first half. Hoof downfield. We have a minute to play plus stoppage time, and then we're guessing there's going to be plenty of it as well.
Yep, sure there is.
Cant with the throw. Olivia Cant. Dyer. Phoebe Parnell into some space, shoots, and that's going to go wide on the keeper, who Georgia Stanton should pick up.
Well, difficult because there's no other player within about 20-30 yards of her, so they've got to feel compelled that she's got to have a shot on target, try and hit the target. Feeling that was 4 minutes of extra time, was it?
Yeah, it was 4 minutes. 4 minutes of stoppage time. In the meantime, Parnell is on the run here, and it could be an opportunity to equalise for Didcot. Parnell, good save from Stanton.
Oh, it's a great save. Stood tall and stood big, and oh, look at the frustration on her face. Freely Parnell, for me here, did everything right. First touch, absolutely spot on. Second touch, spot on. And that third touch of the strike, the hit and goal. It was just Georgia Stanton, just standing tall, standing big, and oh, puff of the cheeks and a blow, and knows another chance goes begging. Corner again.
The corner coming in.
I think it's one of those games you can't really say you can predict the outcome of this second half. Most games I think you've sort of got a good idea of what's going to happen, but this one I think is a real, going to be a cliffhanger right to the end. So both teams capable of scoring, both playing pretty well. Oh, that's
coming in. Parnell's there! That's the equaliser in stoppage time in this first half. Freely Parnell, the scorer. Didcot equalise on the stroke of half-time. And there's your scorer, Freely Parnell, ready to celebrate in front of the fans.
Well, fantastic, and I don't think anything less than they deserved. This Didcot girls' school team, you see the ball up in the air, but look at the touch there. Great touch. A great ball, and Freely Parnell has the simplest of tasks, really, to stab the ball home from what, 3 yards out and draws level in this game. As I said, really, really difficult to call a winner here. I think it emphasises the point I'm trying to make, that the second half is going to be really interesting.
In the meantime, Tinson! Oh, wonderful! Well, just as Didcot equalising the stroke of half-time, a minute later, more or less, from the kick-off, Sophie Tinson, the York City Academy player, has put Woldgate College back in the lead. 20 goals scored this season, make that 21. Superb, John Scales.
Well, she just latches onto a loose ball. Bit of a poor clearance. Nothing poor about that effort. That shows you why she's scored the number of goals she has this season. Clinical finish. And restores that goal advantage that we thought wouldn't be there going into the half-time break. The game's come alive on the stroke of half-time. Surely that's it.
Rosie Taylor with the throw in. And that's half-time, much to the delight of the Woldgate College players. They lead by 2 goals to 1. And a lot of them are already celebrating the victory already down there.
A bit premature, isn't it?
You got another half to go yet, girls.
It doesn't get any.
Extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. We're halfway in this PlayStation Under-15 Schools Cup for Girls final between Didcot and Woldgate, and at half-time, Woldgate College of Yorkshire, they lead by 2 goals to 1.
Well, they're still celebrating Sophie Tinson's goal, I think, there, aren't they? Look, there they are, giving her a big hug as she comes in for the half-time team talk. And I thought 1-1 was a fair reflection, fair outcome of that first half, but Sophie Tinson had other ideas, didn't she? So pleased in many ways for Freely Parnell, because she'd broken through and had chances but had to shoot from long distance. Great for her to get on the score sheet. Reward for her endeavour on the first half, but it's a good slender advantage for Woldgate College to have. So look forward to the second half.
Let's have a look at the tail of that first half. First goal, Molly Ripley with the mistake to let in Ellie Whitetuck. That made it 1-0.
Well, she's on hand, she takes advantage of the mistake and in the right place at the right time, so not much more you can say from that.
No, it's just a mistake from Ripley, and Whitetuck was there to pounce. This one, the equaliser.
It's a great ball in, isn't it? You know, here, you think the ball's gone dead. I think 1 or 2 of the defenders switch off, but it's a really good touch from Molly Dyer here on the knee. Great control. And look, they've switched off, really. The 2 centre-halves for Woldgate College, Fitzmaurice and Moan. They've done really well in that first half, but just slightly switched off. And look at the delight on her face as she runs away and celebrates to the crowd here. Really does well. She's going to slide on her knees. Indeed she is.
And there's the third goal. Sophie Tinson, with that left boot of hers.
Well, we were talking about how many goals she scored on the way to the finals. Just gets it out of her feet, left foot. Just evaded the goalkeeper's outstretched hands. Digs it out with her left foot. Good strike, accurate. And there's confirmation of the scoreline.
And at half-time, in the PlayStation Under-15 Schools Cup for Girls, Didcot Girls School 1, Woldgate College 2. So here we go then, second half, here at the Majeski Stadium. The sun is shining all of a sudden, John Scales.
It is certainly shining again.
was looking for the showers that were going to come over, but looking forward to the kick-off of this second half. And it's Didcot girls that get us underway.
Did they do? Holly Spingate is the one who gets us underway.
And trailing, obviously, by that goal deficit. Those 2 late goals in the end of the first half.
So both teams were quite equal at the start of the... so during that first half. What did Didcot need to do to try and get back into the game?
Well, I think they've got to keep doing the things that they did well when they got back on level terms. I think they've got to look to exploit those gaps and the pace that they've undoubtedly got up front. At times, Woldgate have been a little bit suspect to the back, where it's been a little bit one-on-one, where I think it's left them a bit exposed to that pace on the break and in the channels. So I think just push forward on that. Push up from the back a bit more. I think you've got to, like I've said, in a couple of games I've seen, the midfield tends to drop a bit too deep on their back four, and it leaves the 2 of them a bit exposed on their own. But I think these 2 up front are capable of anything. Molly Dyer and Freely Parnell. I do think they're just going to be supported a little bit easier. And Freely, here she goes again.
Picking up Parnell, she's got a great chance into trying to equalise. Parnell on the keeper. Can she get there? No, she can't.
No, she couldn't, and she'll be relieved, and that saves the blushes with the flag over on the far side raised. But just as I was saying, they're the balls that they want to latch onto. Turn this Woldgate College back line. I think you're in with a chance. So certainly not over by any stretch of the imagination. I think Woldgate will be relieved that Sophie Tinson restored that lead late on in the game, because they're going to be up against it in the second half.
Parnell. Natalie Hazel-McMillan. Handball there from Ellie Patel. That's going to be a Didcot free kick to be taken by Katie Miller, the Didcot captain. Decent ball in this one, a great header. Lovely flick on, but she was offside, Molly Dyer.
She was again, but the right idea, wasn't it? That ball driven in. It's good when it's driven in with that much pace. As Molly tried to do there, just tried to help it on its way, get good contact on the ball, and it could easily have looped over the keeper. Oh, I think that's an accidental coming together of boots. Draws the foul, but I think the referee's got that spot on. No intention from Ali Patton there.
Yeah, on Jess Wells. Ellie Fitzmaurice.
Well, it's a good ball.
It's a good ball in fact. Caught there by Molly Ripley.
Yeah, Jess Wills just trying to get on the end of it. Again, I've seen a couple of occasions where that ball has been delivered really well, and here they are on the break. Didcot Girls' School, can they make something happen here?
Holly Spingate, Parnell chasing after. Just caught on top.
Yep. No risks.
Absolutely not. Well, Langton spotted something down the near side, but I think play's already continued since then now. Jess Wells. Crossbar challenge, we had a winner, John Scales.
Yes, I heard that in the background. Here we go.
It is. His name's Levi from Didcot.
Bosh! Brilliant.
It's the top of the crossbar, and a PlayStation 4 is coming home with Levi.
Got to see that again. Bang! Brilliant.
Oh, yes.
Look at that. Thank you very much.
Well done to him.
Look, there it is behind you. Get your hands on that. So is that 3 winners we've had?
That's 3 winners now so far. 2 today.
4 winners, wasn't it? Who's the 4th one? There was somebody else hit the crossbar today.
Yeah, but you didn't receive a prize. I think your prize was that interview with Sky that you were doing during half-time. Was that Soccer AM?
I've got no idea. I just I had a microphone thrust in my face and I saw a Sky Sports or Sky News or something. And,
well, it's either Sky Sports News or Soccer AM, I think.
No idea where that's going to turn up. I was trying to give you a mention in there. I couldn't find an opportunity just to say what a privilege it is to be sat here working alongside you.
Well, it definitely wouldn't have made the final edit, I know that for the fact.
Could have been live.
Good shot coming in.
Yep.
From number 9, Katie Miller.
No, I have to say, you are good at this.
Oh, you're too kind. Tennis in the post.
No, you are very good. Very professional. It's a pleasure working alongside you.
Yeah, the director's having a rant at me now because he knows I'm going to have to invoice him a few £100 more for the job.
You're right. I think you're well worthy of it.
Thank you very much. Well, there you go, Mr. Director. I've got John Scholes' blessing.
Yep. Got my full endorsement.
Yeah, that's an extra 0 going on the invoice later this week.
Yeah, hang on. We haven't discussed the my cut of that. I've just got you a pay rise. I should be.
As I said, tennis in the post.
Isn't it? Oh.
Molly Dyer goes to ground.
Well, it's an intriguing game, this, isn't it? We count down 33 minutes to go, just over the half-hour mark.
Miller.
Easy one to collect.
Right in the arms of Georgia Stanton. What, 32 minutes left to play between Didcot and Woldgate. Woldgate leading this PlayStation Under-15 Schools Cup for Girls final.
Yep, Didcot girls have tried that free kick a number of times, haven't they? Just drifting it over the first person, miss out. Hit with sort of a bit of pace towards the goalkeeper and just trying to get somebody to cut across, and that's always the most awkward for a goalkeeper to deal with. Does she come out and try and guard the near post? Does she think it might drift in the back post with the distraction of players running across her?
Well, that's in plenty of room, and it could be an opportunity here for Didcot. Is it going to be a goal or just wide there from Katie Miller?
You know what? I think that's a corner. I think she saved that. I think she rushed out and was brave.
I think it was actually good goalkeeping, in fact, from Georgia Stanton. They did take a deflection off her arm, and
we'll see it from this angle better, but it just bounces nicely for her.
Oh
yeah,
yes, it was.
Save, wasn't it?
Fantastic save from Georgia Stanton. Keeps the tie at 2-1. Another corner came off Georgia Stanton.
Yeah, that's all right.
The Woldgate goalkeeper, but it's only a corner conceded, nothing more.
We say at this stage. Oh!
Volley! Oh! Parnell, Feely Parnell.
Well,
I think she thought she had it.
Well, I think she did. Look at her. You can tell. Freely, you did so well there. Great technique, good contact, and let's have a look how close this is.
Oh! Oh!
Oh! Oh, she bangs her head on the floor in frustration. She knows that should have been the equaliser. That would have been a stunning goal. That could have been added to the list of goals of this PlayStation Schools Festival. Great technique.
Parnell chasing hard. But no reward for her efforts. Holly Porter. Ellie Parkin.
Oh, well played.
Sending forward towards Sophie Tinson.
No, deal with it. Get on it early. I thought she was calling for the goalkeeper to come out. Made absolutely the right decision in the end. Miley Nugent getting across and dealing with it. And again,
yeah, to be put a corner there by Ali Patton. Ellie Whitetuck, the first goal scorer for Woldgate College. Short corner. Olivier can't. Nice little touch there from number 12, Ellie Parkin. And Molly Ripley collects in the Didcot goal.
Yeah, Ellie Parkin, that was neat and tidy. Good touch, good shot. Good defending.
Indeed. I'm just looking at the scores from both teams en route to this final. Just as Molly Dyer with the cross, and it's scoofed away. Scoofed away.
Yep.
Scoofed away. That's a northern term. Just Didcot's run to the final. They beat Cherwell 1-0. Grange School 4-0, Walton High 7-0, Orleans Park 4-2, St Ives 6-1, Kings 4-2, Highworth Grammar in the semi-final 7-1. So what they let in 6 goals and scored 33. So that's not a bad return.
Plus 27 goal difference.
Yes, so plus 26.
Oh, sorry, well,
plus 20. No, you're right. It was 6 goals they've let in, so you're right. Plus 27 goal difference. I was usually very good at countdown when I was a kid. Yes, I was excellent. I was in the hotel on Sunday night with a couple of the crew, and I couldn't get the numbers game for love of money.
You spent too much time with those headphones on and up here.
Exactly, yeah. Well, either that or the crew have got too much time on their hands.
Well, they probably have, yeah. Sure they have.
Rosie Taylor searching out Molly Dyer and does so. Dolly Meyer gets around Georgia Mount into the box with the cross. Parnell's there! On the line, it's in the goal eventually! Freely Parnell has scored again, the second goal for Freely Parnell, and celebrates in front of the supporters. Level game, 2-2.
Well, nothing less than they deserved. Really, really wasn't. And it's that partnership again, isn't it, that's making things happen. Really, really terrific to see. Molly Dyer, was it, over on that far side?
Indeed.
Breaking through. She deserves huge credit. The way in which those two, and she gives her Freely a little pat on the side, and I think it could be reciprocated quite easily, because the two of them have been fantastic up front for Didcot. They got them back in the game, level terms at 2-2, and we really have got game on here.
Indeed we have. Just looking at Woldgate College, you asked me how many goals that they can score. Well, they've let in 4, 6, 7, 10 goals en route to this final. They've scored 34.
Oh.
So that gives them a plus 24 goal difference. So
that's Woldgate just to the back. Slightly more leaky.
Parnell goes to ground, holding her back. She's up and running though.
You know what? I don't think we have had a team come from conceding the first goal and winning a tie.
No, we're still waiting for that.
So this could be
to happen.
Could be.
This one could be against the grain.
Still a long way to go, 25 minutes.
Katie Miller, the captain, headed on there by Molly Dyer. Georgia Moan sprinting back.
Ooh.
Wasn't the best clearance, but it's a clearance all the same.
You're right, it did the job, didn't it?
Freely Parnell, for the second time of asking, equalises.
Come and get it, come and get it. Yep, well done. Good.
Just as Molly Ripley collects for Didcot Girls' School. 2 apiece here at the Majetski. Just have another player, a couple of players down with a little bit of cramp. Big picture there at the Majetski, as we've said, John. So plenty of fans and good voice.
Oh, they're in great voice, aren't they? They've been there for the first day yesterday, most of today. This bunch aren't doing too badly.
There's one or two wrapped up warm there. That bloke on the far left having a massive yawn there. Surely he can't be.
Scan over there. Go on. Go on. Zoom in. Embarrassing. Who was it? Which one?
It was on the far left. He's had a right big yawn.
Can't be yawning on a day like this.
Indeed not.
Simon. Oops. Sorry, just zipping up the coat. It has got a bit chilly again. It's sort of going from one extreme to the other.
It does indeed.
What's happening? What's happening? There's great cheers, substitutions.
Well, the massive cheers are for substitutions. I'm not sure if they gave the crowd some energy drinks before they arrived, but they're just cheering at anything.
Well, they've had T-shirts fired in with cannons into the crowd, haven't they? And
yes.
They've had the big floppy hands.
Crossbar challenge and the inflatable bars, and people get hit by and they make a lot of noise.
Do you know what? It makes it for a really good occasion. I remember it last year. They put on a great show, and I think this year they've gone another step forward, and it's so good for the English Schools FA to have this culmination of working with PlayStation, have this PlayStation Schools Cup Festival that really brings it all to life, and the culmination of the season efforts and endeavours of so many youngsters throughout the country. And these prestigious finals to find the national champions. You know, they really are a big deal, and
Alex Harvey concedes the throw-in.
Here we are with this match finally poised.
Just to give you confirmation, by the way, if it is tied at 2-2 after 80 minutes, then we'll go to spot kicks. Straight away, no extra time. Another throw in to Didcot. There's still plenty of time for a team to win this in regulation.
Just thinking then about De Gea leaving Man United. I don't know why that entered my mind, but they were talking about that this morning. Possibly 30 million euros, was it?
That it?
25 million.
Really? Well, I'm seeing Raheem Sterling saying that he plans to ask for a transfer request at the end of the week. He wants to leave Liverpool. There's an opportunity coming in there for Katie Miller. Which, in all fairness, if we want to talk about that subject, I think it is one of these situations that's been managed terribly, this Raheem Sterling affair. And
well, I mean, look, the agents come out. The agents come out this morning and said,
Don't get me started on football agents, by the way.
Sort of blown out of proportion. Well, how's it been blown out of proportion? It's been rumbling away for the last, however many months.
Yeah.
Obviously, the players have got to take responsibility. They appoint the agents. I mean, I never had an agent when I was playing. I got involved and I had first-hand experience with 1 or 2 agents, and they've got their place. Good agents can be worth their weight in gold, don't get me wrong.
Yes.
Bad agents are a disaster for a player's career. And look, I don't know Raheem Sterling's agent, but from what I see from the outside, he's really making a hash of things. And at 20, you've burst onto the scene. You've had this opportunity with one of the world's great clubs. They're not in the Champions League. They're not right at the top of English football and European football right now. But for a 20-year-old, I'm sorry, that's just breaking through and hasn't really achieved anything in the game yet. He's got a special talent, but he's not unique with that talent. He's still got a long, long way to go to evolve into a really top-class player. And whether it's his attitude, the agent, combination of all of it, greed, or I don't know what it is. It's baffling to see, actually, at the moment. And you think the grass is greener on the other side, and honestly, he looks well settled there. He looks like he's got a team of players that he gets on well with and is playing well and has had the opportunity to be playing week in, week out on the biggest stage. And I'm sorry, but it worries me that he goes off and suddenly we won't see or hear of him again if he goes off to certainly a foreign club, but maybe here, I don't know.
Lovely turn there by Freely Parnell, and she's off and running here. Parnell, she's got room to strike. She did try and put a shot in, and so much so that Woldgate have to sacrifice the corner.
Yes, Freely Parnell again, brilliant, but it's that combination with Molly Dyer that's worked so well for them today.
Indeed. Just going back to what's happening. That at Liverpool, there was Stephen Gerrard who was saying before he leaves LA Galaxy that some of the most important things they should do in the summer is to retain the services of Jordan Henderson, which they've done, and signed him for a 5-year contract, and also Raheem Sterling. But Sterling now sitting. It's at the back of the net.
Brilliant.
I think it's Parnell again, is it?
It is. It is.
Freely Parnell has scored a hat-trick. Oh, no, offside.
That's why the arms are raised. She can't believe it.
Wow.
Neither can I.
It was a superb cross, wasn't it?
Oh, it's a brilliant cross. Ball driven in, and one of the smallest players on the pitches, if not the smallest. She gets a head on her, and she's got to really guide it well into that far corner. And I think we're going to have to see a replay of that, because I think everybody around the ground calls that into question, but maybe we'll get a glimpse here of...
Keep your eye, keep your eye on her.
No. She's certainly not offside. So what is that for? Because that player's not interfering, who's coming back out again. So what do we see?
Well, that's a shocking decision.
So, you know what? I think that's called offside for Molly Dyer, I think it is, over that far side. She's not offside.
Well, she wasn't interfering with play whatsoever, though.
Well, she wasn't interfering with play, so you're not offside. I mean, that's an awful decision if that's indeed what it was, whether there was a previous moment of that phase of play that she was in an offside position. Well, I didn't see that.
Well, in all fairness, John, looking from where the free kick was taken, just inside the 6-yard box, that's what the offside was given for, because Molly Dyer was nowhere near the 6-yard box.
Absolutely not.
Sorry, Freely Parnell was nowhere near the 6-yard box. So a bit of a lifeline there for Woldgate, or maybe not. For how long? Oh, the kick there from Georgia Stanton, coming off Alice Eller.
Good
goalkeeping. Stanton had to collect.
Yeah, it was good goalkeeping in the end. Gets a body there. So sorry, you were saying about Raheem Sterling?
Yes, well, you know,
agents.
It was just something that Stephen Gerrard said earlier this season, that the two players that Liverpool should retain their services more importantly are Jordan Henderson and Raheem Sterling. Well, Henderson signed for the 5-year contract.
Should have been a third to that list, which should have been Stephen Gerrard, but they blew that one a few months ago. Raheem Sterling, yes. No, Jordan Henderson, I think, absolutely is going to be the captain for some considerable time to come. I think he's really blossomed into a really good, strong character, good leader and a good player. Long way to go to be in the class of Stephen Gerrard, but Raheem Sterling absolutely was the other one. It's going to be really disappointing if he doesn't stay. Of course it is. Huge blow to the club.
But just out of interest, 2 years ago when Luis Suarez was hinting that he wanted to leave, it was the owner who got involved. They said, hang on a minute, you're staying here, you're staying put, mates. And look what the season he had then. And, you know, from getting what could have been 30, 40 million for Suarez if they sold him at the time, they sold him for double that to Barcelona.
Yeah.
So,
well, the difficulty they got here is his contract expires in 2017, so
yes.
2 years. Come next summer, obviously you're going to be under a lot more pressure if he doesn't sign an extension, and it's going to be different. The value might be dropping, not increasing. It might go up, who knows? But I think they really want to get him tied down. They've given him a great offer. It's a lot of money to put on the table for a 20-year-old. I think he's going to call play back.
Yes, call,
because
yes.
It's been she's been knocked flat out, but she's okay. She's up on her feet. Sophie Tinson.
Indeed.
But this is often the problem with contracts coming down into the last 2 years. He's obviously coveted and good talent. There she goes, Freely off again.
Freely Parnell off and running once more into the box. Goes for a little bit of a turn on the right foot. Not a bad effort. Not a bad effort at all from Freely Parnell. Excellently played. And just the finish letting her down.
Yeah, it was. I think she had to go all her way herself. I think Molly Dyer was supporting her in close proximity to her. But I think Freely was absolutely right to go for that hat-trick.
Jess Wills.
No, but I think you're right. I think the owners could get involved in...
Another player gone down for Woldgate College. I think we're going to have another stoppage there whilst this player receives some treatment from this physio coming on. So yes, we have a brief chat about, you know, John W. Henry, the owner of Liverpool Football Club. He got involved with the Suarez affair 2 years ago. Do you think he may step in with this one?
I think he might do. I think, you know, it worked for the Suarez situation. I think at the moment Raheem Sterling's sort of an agent. They're sort of dictating all the terms and putting Liverpool on the back foot and dismissing, as it seems from what we hear, a fantastic offer. And look, he's got 2 years left in his contract. It's absolutely the club's prerogative to keep him to that contract. And they may well send out a signal that they're not going to be put on the back foot and put in a position where they've got to concede defeat in their efforts to keep him.
This is the disallowed goal.
So the ball goes out. Number 11, it's Holly Porter there.
And the flag went up for offside.
Well, still can't see that. And I think if things don't turn out in their favour, they'll be looking back on that as a bad decision from the officials who, listen, they put pretty much not a foot wrong, all the officials for this day and a half we've had so far. That was a little bit baffling. Of course, it always comes with great consequences when goals are ruled out because maybe of a wrong call on it. They look quite happy for the break and a chit-chat on the sidelines over a drink. Having a breather before the final 12 minutes or so.
So 10 minutes plus change. There will be a lot of stoppage time, you'd gather, at least 3 or 4 minutes. The ball's just going to be sent back to the keeper by Katie Miller.
Well, it's good. Twice Woldgate College have taken the lead and twice they've been pulled back, both times by Freely Parnell. I think we've seen some really good performances throughout this Didcot girls school team. Molly Ripley in goals, been good. And all the rest of them from back to front, as have Woldgate College.
Holly Porter. Molly Dyer. Dyer with the shot. Oh. It's got through. It's a goal! Molly Porter has given Didcot the lead. It was a mistake from Molly Ripley in the first half, and it's been matched by Georgia Stanton in the Woldgate College goal as well. It's gone underneath the keeper. Molly Dyer the scorer. Didcot lead 3-2.
Well, we saw the mistake in the first half, and we've seen a second mistake from a keeper in the second half. And it's cost them dearly. As the rain comes down again, really has put a dampener on Woldgate College's efforts to win this championship.
Number 14 coming off, Sophie Hull.
It just shows you the importance of taking those half chances, taking a risk, hitting those shots from long distance.
Natalie Hart and Nelson coming back on the field. This is the goal from our other angle. Molly Dyer. Oh.
Yeah, but you see, I've said it all the last 2 days. Hit it low and across the keeper, and you've got more chance of scoring than at any other time. Look at it, it does dip.
Yeah, indeed.
It dips viciously before it comes to Georgia Stanton. She should have done better. Look, there's no two ways about it. She should have saved it, but did what every good striker does, and that's hits it low and hard to the keeper's left or right.
As the heavens really have opened down here in here at the Majeski. You can't really see it on your picture there unless our director can show the roof here. You can probably just see it there on your screen.
Yeah.
You can see it on our monitor. There you go. That's how and there's us in the background there. Give us a wave, John. There we go.
Yeah.
See how heavy this rain
really
is.
is.
So if you're living probably in the West London area or around Slough or Crawley, this is probably on its way to you very shortly.
Get indoors quickly.
Yeah.
Well, clock ticks past the 8 minutes to go, Mark. 72 minutes on the clock and counting. I mean, if they hold on Didcot, they'll have done fantastically well to have come from behind twice and draw level and take the lead. And oh, some blue sky there. Is that blue sky we're pointing at?
Well, that's going to be coming over this way next. So there'll be some sunshine to come in probably 10 minutes time.
Good.
In the meantime, ball's been sent forward.
Well, of course, it skids off the surface now that it's become damp and wet.
Number 8, Holly Spingate coming back on the field. Just pretty relieved that we're here up the top of the stand and pretty
well protected, aren't we?
Yes, we are very well protected. It's a nice big overhanging roof here on the stadium here at the Majeski. In the meantime, Molly Dyer is looking to wrap this game up. Dyer into the box. There's Parnell! Oh, just wide.
Well, she couldn't get the right contact on it, could she? If anybody deserves their hat-trick this week, I think it's Freely Parnell. Just had to get a better contact. Look, I'm on telly.
I'm on telly, I'm getting drenched. Hey.
Hey.
Yes, well, in all fairness, good endeavour from the goal at the front there. She's the only one who's come with an umbrella.
She's done well, hasn't she? Yeah, prepared. Well, really, it's chucking it down now, isn't it?
Opportunity here. Dyer. Ellie Wycock. In all fairness, John, like one thing must be said. I think Didcot have cancelled out Woldgate in this second half. Woldgate have had a really exceptionally quiet second half.
Yeah, they've done pretty much everything right, Didcot. Yeah, despite that second goal from Sophie Tinson making it 2-1 and taking that lead, they've responded ever since brilliantly.
Parnell, nice little 1-2 with Dyer in the box. And it's hooked away from Ellie Fitzmaurice and out for a corner.
Yeah, they could easily have been just knocked back, couldn't they? After they got the equaliser, you thought they'd go into half-time at 1-1. Freely's first goal. But then that sort of devastating blow to go in at half-time, suddenly trailing again after you've dragged yourself back in the game. I think a lesser team would have just crumbled and maybe fallen away, but no. They've done really, really well here.
Keeper's taking a little bit of a knock. She's just got back on her feet now as Georgia Stanton.
Yeah, they've faded Woldgate College, haven't they, a bit? I think they just haven't been able to sustain that pressure that they've enjoyed, certainly in parts of that first half.
Throw in there from Rosie Taylor. Sliced away from the ankle of Ellie Fitzmaurice, and it's going to be another corner. 4.5 minutes left to play. It's another corner coming in from Molly Dyer. Plenty of red shirts in the box. Back across to Dyer. Dyer deflected. There's going to be another corner. John, about 3 or so minutes left to go. Another corner, in fact, but it was picked up, so we're back in play. But 3.5 minutes left to go, John. Let's consider your girl of the match.
See that played out. Well, there's been some really good performances again. Said it throughout the 2 days so far, but Sophie Tinson for Woldgate, but all throughout that team. Ellie Fitzmaurice, Georgia Moan at the back. There's another opportunity to get forward.
Yes, they've been carved open here. Holly Porter trying to get past Alice Ella. Porter comes back inside to Spingett, and for a goal kick. You were saying?
So some good performances from Woldgate College. I've got to say, I thought they would end up maybe winning this game, and I was even then looking at the Didcot Girls' School, and I think 2 players that stood out for me today, even if they've been on the losing side, were certainly women of the match contenders. That's Molly Dyer and Freely Parnell. I think they've worked brilliantly together up front. Really had a great partnership. I think the best partnership I've seen between 2 strikers in any game I've seen so far. The understanding they've got, the way they've worked together, unselfish. But I think my player of the match goes to the girl who scored 2 crucial goals, Freely Parnell. But not, I mean, they've been tap-ins, but I think it's been her work rate, her endeavour, the way that just her enthusiasm for the game and the chasing of lost causes, everything that sparks good about this team, I think has come from Freely Parnell. I think on that basis, she's a worthy player of the match. Now, can she lay one on the plate for a teammate or get a hat-trick?
Well, let's put her hat-trick, in fact. Parnell. Just wide. Well, she's got her hands on her head, but there's a PS4 coming her way. Freely Parnell, our player of the match. Freely Parnell, player of the match.
I think she's been sensational, hasn't she? The effort that she's put in throughout this game, I think, has really led her team to victory, if indeed it stays this way. I mean, we've still got a minute of normal time, plus added time the referee feels appropriate. So certainly still time for Woldgate to get back in this game on level terms and take it to penalties.
Indeed, it is spot kicks if the game is tied in regulation. But Woldgate really have been camped in their own half for much of this second half.
Hasn't been up this end of the pitch at all, really, has it?
Very rarely, very rarely. It's been all one-way traffic from the team in red. Maybe one more chance to come.
There's a chance, come on.
Oh,
so they left it for each other.
Miscommunication there from Ellie Patel. Parnell now.
Oh,
Nice little turn from her. Calling for it in the box is Katie Miller. Molly Dyer goes to ground. Referee not even interested.
Well, did she get cramped there?
Something may have happened there. Tinson, who's had a very quiet second half.
Oh,
Trying to play it in there for Natalie Hart. Miscommunication there. We're up to...
No, the diagonal was on there, wasn't it?
The diagonal was indeed on. Molly Dyer just chasing hard, but she was offside. I'm just waiting for the fourth official to put his timer up to tell us how many time is left. In fact, it's going to be a substitution. Our fourth official, John North. Number 9 coming on, Jess Wills, for Ellie Patel. So we're into stoppage time now. Didcot lead.
I think it was Ellie Parkin who made a great run through for Woldgate College, and better pass, the right decision to make that crossfield move would have been the better option.
Would it be unfair? Would it be unfair to say Woldgate, I think, just ran out of steam?
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment of how this game has progressed. They do look tired. I mean, players on both sides have been getting a bit of cramp. I think have felt the effects of playing on such a big pitch and in a final. It's been a long game. And I think really, you're right, Woldgate have been the ones who have suffered probably most with that. It's never easy when you've been in the ascendancy in a game and you've been pegged back. I think the momentum has been certainly with Didcot girls, but that's really been of their own making, and the efforts in no small part of Freely Parnell and Molly Dyer up front and Holly Porter and all those behind. Really good team effort. Never let their heads drop, did they, in the game?
As Sophie Tinson just has a little bit of cramp as well, and she just limps off the field. And Sophia Hall is going to come on in her place. And Sophie Tinson visibly upset there that her game has come to an end. Ripley coming out, was confident on that occasion.
Anywhere will do.
2.5 minutes played at stoppage time. Whiter. Something from Molly Dyer to chase. Georgia Stanton should be able to pick this one up and does so, and hoofs it back downfield as soon as she can. Good header there from Katie Miller. And now it's all of a sudden a 2-on-1. She can put Parnell in here. Oh, finish it off herself. Stopped by Stanton. Katie Miller, who's had an excellent game as well, must be said. Miller goes to the shot, slices off the outside of her boot, and it will be a goal kick. Moments away now.
It's a long game, isn't it? 80 minutes for these girls.
Yes, it's been a long game for them. There's a couple of them have pulled up with a couple of injuries. Parnell, can she finish off? Parnell.
Well, she doesn't look tired, does she?
No, indeed not. She's full of running and full of vigour.
She's desperate for that hat-trick.
She definitely wants it, yes.
And she's flat out, I think, from exhaustion rather than anything to be concerned about. Oh, I hope.
So, yeah.
Okay. She just hurt her back.
Just hurt her back as she tried that shot.
Yeah, fallen awkwardly, hasn't she?
So, so this is what we've now played. 4 minutes of stoppage time now. I think there's still a little bit more to be played as well. Referee does have a glance at his watch.
That should bring her off to a standing ovation. Hobbled back into play.
I think she's desperate for this hat-trick on here at the Majeski Stadium.
Exactly, stay on for every second.
And there's a chance here now for Molly Dyer to finish the game completely. Straight back into Georgia Stanton, who kicks it upfield. It's the wrong end of the pitch, though, for Woldgate College.
One or two can hardly run. I don't know if Freely wanted that one back to her then, just to...
Yeah. Five minutes of injury time been played. Parnell. Miller. Spingett.
It's just kept coming back, hasn't it? Relentlessly back into that half. But here they've got a chance.
And there's still plenty of red shirts back there.
Oh, they can't waste
as
those
insurance.
opportunities.
Indeed. Porter. That is it. Didcot Girls School are the winners of the Under-15 Schools Cup for Girls. They have defeated Woldgate College of Yorkshire by 3 goals to 2. Didcot Girls School were great in part, especially the second half display, John. Their press was impressive, and they didn't let Woldgate College play.
No, they didn't. You know, as much as it was all about Woldgate College taking that lead and looking in the ascendancy, I did say before that half-time that it was a really difficult game to call, but it was very clear in the second half that Didcot Girls School were the ones that were going to take the initiative, really start to impose themselves in this game, and the threat that the front two posed all afternoon. Freely Parnell, Molly Dyer, Molly Porter when she was there. You know, those players really grabbed this game by the scruff of the neck, and I think absolutely the right result, the fair result. Really, really proud of themselves for the effort they put in, and the two coaches hugged themselves because they know how proud they are of the girls. And it's left to Woldgate College to stand there and have a chat about the game. The coach to say that he's proud how far they've come, the effort that they've put in. I think they did come up against a team that was very, very efficient here today. Navigated their way through a tricky tie. And fantastic to see Didcot Girls School crown PlayStation Under-15 Schools Cup for Girls champions for 2015, and really, really pleased for them.
Indeed. Final score, Didcot Girls School 3, Woldgate College 2. Let's have a look at the story of the game, John. And it was Woldgate who got off to the better start due to Molly Ripley's mistake.
Well, it was a mistake that you don't want to see too often from any goalkeeper, and it was Ellie Whitehock who got at the end of it. But here was a great touch out wide, and that got them back on level terms. Didcot. Freely Parnell getting on the end of that.
And then just before the end of the first half, superb shot there from Sophie Tinson.
Fantastic strike, wasn't it? And you thought, well, going in 2-1 down, is that going to be it? But look at this, great work again out wide, and Freely Parnell gets her second and gets them level again. And here it was, the contentious point of the game. Ball drilled across. Header we all thought was a fantastic goal, and didn't see much reason.
I can't see. Well, in all fairness, she's got a hat-trick in inverted commas. In all fairness,
absolutely. And there's the winner, the match winner, Molly Dyer, getting on the end of it. Fantastic game she had. Really, really outstanding. And there's Freely receiving a PlayStation 4
from Andros Townsend.
And there he is, the man himself. How nice to be standing alongside a player who's had a great season and capping off a fantastic day for her and her team.
We're going to head down touchline now to have a chat with Miss Elle Walker and Charlotte Fox-Nichols, both the coaches of both the sides. Well, congratulations to Didcot School. They've won the Under-15 Schools final by 3 goals to 2.
Well, Leanne Walker, who's the coach of Didcot Girls' School, joins me right now. Leanne, many congratulations. Your girls are loving this, aren't they?
They are, yeah. This is the third year that they've won it, the first time in the ESFA's history, as far as I understand. It was a close game. It was nail-biting, but they came for it. They showed the resilience, and they got the result that they really did deserve.
Tell me, what did you say to them at half-time going in 2-1 down?
That we've had lots of opportunities, and that if we just kept them going, eventually we'd reap the rewards, and we did. And I said to them, it's all about attitude for the second half. The difference between the two teams has got to be attitude, and if they get the attitude right, then we'll come out on top, and that's exactly what they did.
John Scales, who was with me in the commentary box, said to me that he thought the strike partnership of Molly and Freddie was the best two who communicated the best he's seen all throughout this festival, and in all fairness, they did you proud, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. I mean, you can't argue with that. They've got real natural understanding. They're not the tallest, but they use their pace and they do really work well together. Just so proud of them all.
What next for these girls?
What next? Maybe we'll be back again next year. Who knows? Can we do it 4 years on a trot?
Well, hopefully you can. But what about this crowd here that you brought with you from Didcot as well? They were roaring you on, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. They really were the 12th man out there. They really made a difference, and they were desperate to come along and to soak up the atmosphere. And they've done us proud as well. And all the noise that they made just goes to show just how proud we as a school are of our girls.
And no doubt the school is very proud of you. Congratulations, well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Joined from Woldgate College by Ben Clark. Ben, commiserations, just didn't happen for your side in the end, did it?
No, I thought first half we were bad start, then we were very much into it, leading at half time, well just before half time, then an equaliser, but second half, I think to be fair, Didcot just about deserved it. Second half we never really got going as well as we did. Lots of people going down with cramp, broke up the play a bit and just never quite got there.
First half, it was an exceptional performance from your side, but the second half, it was what ran out of steam in the end.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I say we talked at half time, we changed the system a little bit, which I don't think really helped. Got a bit confused as well. Just try to get more people in midfield, but it never really worked. Say first half, I thought we did real well. After 5 minutes, I think we were nervous and slow start, and then we were pretty good after that. So,
but regardless, still very proud of your team and what they've done this season.
Yeah, amazing. They've won 7 games. They've every game away from home. Some big travelling, some big results, and deserve to be here. And it's been a real good day, really excellent day, put on well.
And a good crowd as well, who've been chatting your name just now.
Yeah, they like to get involved where they can. Yeah, don't give them too much time.
No worries. Well, safe travels back up north, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Cheers.